Hey everybody, and welcome back to this instalment of Celebrity Signings. Basically an update of the autographs that I've received, and this will get us up to date. Anything from this point onwards will just be new updates going forward. Excuse me. So it's nearly that most wonderful time of the year. You know what I'm talking about. The time when I finally get up to date and stop putting these old videos out. No, I'm joking. It's nearly Christmas time, so sit back, relax. Hope you enjoy. These are the last in the updates, and then we'll most likely start brand new in the new year. So, first autograph I got for this video, Thursday the 6th of October. Took about a year, this return. Very, very happy with this. I have purchased an autograph from former Manchester United manager and current Netherlands manager Louis van Gaal, but I wanted something that wasn't purchased that I'd got myself, like pretty much all the other autographs that I have in my Manchester United collection. So I took a punt and sent this off to a private address. Took a year. I just stuck some cash in because I didn't know how to get stamps, that kind of thing. I just hoped for the best. And then about a year later, these dropped through my door. So this is Van Gaal, and you can see here he signed it. He's got a great autograph, to be fair. It's a lovely signature. And this one I really wanted signing, which is his dramatic and ridiculous fall during one of the United games, demonstrating a player who'd been fouled. Didn't know if he'd even sign it, to be honest, but he has. Love the return. Wishing the guy all the best. I know he's battling with cancer at the moment, so all the very, very best to LVG. And very happy to add these to the Man United managers collection. Next up was another purchase. I already have a copy of this book, but I couldn't not buy this again. It's exactly the same book. I do this occasionally, not very often. I've got a couple of Kevin Smith books I bought absolutely ridiculously cheap a while ago. And occasionally when some Monty Python stuff comes up, I do tend to buy it. This was literally like 10 quid or something. Now, most of his books go for 30, 40 plus. His autographs at Comic-Cons are 70, 80. But this one has slipped through the cracks for some reason on an online charity bookshop site, and so I bought this copy of So Anyway, and you can see it's signed here by John Cleese. The other version I've got slightly better because it does say signed limited edition version. This doesn't, but that's fine. It's definitely his autograph, and obviously none of the Pythons get any younger, so I'm trying to add to my collection as often as I possibly can. Next up, another purchase. This is Anne-Marie and her signed CD, Psycho. I've seen Anne-Marie live, weirdly enough. She was supporting Ed Sheeran a couple of years ago, and I saw her live, but I don't have anything in the collection. If you keep an eye on sort of singers' websites, particularly people like Ed Sheeran, Anne-Marie, Lewis Capaldi's another one. They very often sell their CD singles signed for like a couple of pounds plus postage. I think this was about £4 in total. So I couldn't not get it. Nice sort of signature on the front there, nice gold signature. And that's the CD that came with it. So yeah, really pleased, new addition to the collection there. Next up is Adam Godley. Adam's probably best known for Breaking Bad, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the reboot with oh God, I'm terrible with names today. I'm really struggling. It'll come to me. It's terrible. I can't remember his name. How awful is that? The guy who played Willy Wonka. Someone please tell me. I can't remember his name. It'll come to me and I'll shout it out in a minute. He was in that bloody law thing recently. Whatever. Johnny Depp. That's it. Johnny Depp. It's terrible. It's too close to Christmas. I'm knackered. We all are, aren't we? And he's also in the Umbrella Academy, or at least voiced the character in the Umbrella Academy as well. So I sent these to him. I've already got a Breaking Bad picture signed, but this is a slightly better quality one, so I sent this one off. And then this picture as well, and he signed and returned both. So yeah, I believe the first addition to my Umbrella Academy collection. I don't think I've got the others at the moment, but it's certainly something I'd like to do in the future. And a new addition to the Breaking Bad collection, or a new picture at least for the Breaking Bad collection. Next up was a charity shop purchase. Former cricketer Ian Botham, Beefy Botham. This was literally, I was just wandering past the charity shop. I always pop in to have a look what's in there. Somebody donated this. It was 50p. Could not get it. It's his autobiography. I'm not really interested in his autobiography, but I'll add it to my signed book collection all the same. You can see here it's signed on the front page, Ian Botham. Next up, slightly odd one. Here's his Martin Jennings. Martin, for me at least, is best known for being the designer of the new coin image of King Charles III, so the UK's new king. So obviously, I'm sure everybody knows, sadly our Queen passed away a couple of months ago, and King Charles is now in place, so his new coins are going into circulation, or in fact are in circulation now. and Martin's designed the image that's on these. I had an email conversation back and forward with him, and then sent some pictures which he couldn't sign because he only had a particular pen and they didn't work. So he actually printed off his own picture for me. It's not the best quality, but you know what, I'm chuffed to bits with it all the same. And you can see he signed it, Martin Jennings, there. So a nice historical autograph there for the collection. Next up, a couple of new additions to the Carry On collection. It's Anne Scott. She was only in two, I believe. These two. She was only in Follow That Camel and Up the Khyber. And she was at sort of not particularly big roles, fairly small roles. She doesn't act anymore. I think she works in a care home now. But I saw a story about her recently in a care home. Decided to write to her. Sent her this picture. I sent her two pictures actually. She signed the front of one and the back of the other. So you can see she signed this Follow That Camel picture, Anne Scott. And then you can see she signed Carl with best wishes and Scott on this one. So yeah, new additions there to the Carry On collection, and that's not an easy thing anymore because the majority of the main Carry On stars, main stars certainly, are now sadly no longer with us, and even those who have played smaller roles in the films are sadly getting on a bit now and not with us so much anymore. A couple of purchases now. These were from the London Film Fair event. I haven't purchased from Showmasters or anything for quite a while, but these two came up and they were once on my wish list for a while. They didn't come out quite as nice as I would have liked, or certainly this one didn't anyway, but I'm happy enough with it to add it to the collection. This is Ian McCulloch. He's been in loads of stuff, but for me, he's best known for the film Zombie Flesh Eaters, which is just a brilliant zombie film. If you've not seen it, it's well worth watching. And I got this image signed. I did ask for it in black. It was my own fault. I just hoped he might have signed it across his shirt or something, that sort of white shirt, and it would have been a bit clearer. You could see he signed it. It's a little clearer on the image itself than the photograph, but that's fine. New addition to the collection there. And the other purchase then was Susan George, from the brilliant film Straw Dogs. I'm really into kind of like video nasties, band films from the 80s, that sort of stuff. Really interested in that period of history in film history. And this is really cool. I think this was worked quite nice. I asked for it in blue on this one. And I think this has come out quite nice. Best wishes, or I think that says best wishes or best, Susan George. I did have a Susan George in my collection, which I believe I sold several years ago. And I've been trying to get something TTM from her since, but there's never a reply. I've given up now. So when this came up, when I saw she was signing, I jumped on this. And I think, yes, I believe so. This is the last autograph for this collection. I imagine there's very few people watching this video will know who this is, but it's a really cool one for me. As a Welsh fan, or as a Welshman, or a Welsh football fan, obviously we attended our first World Cup in a very, very long time, over 50 years. Really kind of one of the key names in the sort of build-up in Wales, certainly, to the Welsh team appearing in the World Cup, was a singer called Dafydd Iwan, and he sung what basically has become the anthem for the Welsh football team, which is Yma o Hyd. And so I wrote to him and sent this photograph that you can see here. And what he did is he signed the back of it. You can see he's put I Carl Dafydd Iwan, but he's also then sent me a set list as well from one of the concerts that he did. Yma o Hyd is on there, number 14, but there's loads of other Hen Hiraeth and Pam Fodder and Wyn. There's loads of other ones on there. Canada Skull, I won't go through them all, but there's loads on there. And that was really cool to get that from him. He hasn't signed it. It'd be nice if he'd signed the set list, but whatever. So that's quite cool from Dafydd Iwan. And that's it for me. I'm now up to date. I'm not doing any more before Christmas, so expect a new video from me in the new year. And that will be a bit more up to date, and that'll get you up to speed with stuff that I've had recently. Thank you so much for watching, as ever. It's always appreciated. Have yourselves a fantastic Christmas if you celebrate it. If you don't, have a fantastic time just spending some time with your family. Hopefully you're not having to work too much. You've got a bit of time off work to recharge those batteries and come back bigger and stronger in 2023. Much love to you all. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you get a chance. I love hearing from you all. Stay safe and speak to you very much very soon in the new year. Take care.